Somewhere off Interstate 70 in St. Peters, Missouri, there was a building that used to mean something. It was the kind of place where your grandfather bought his Craftsman socket set, the one he still probably has. It was where your mother dragged you for back-to-school clothes every August. It was where a teenager in 1993 pressed their nose up against the glass of the electronics section, staring at a television set they could never afford. Welcome to Sears. For those in St. Charles County, this particular Sears, the one at Mid-Rivers Mall, was the last of its kind. The last full-line Sears department store in the entire St. Louis metropolitan area. The final outpost of a retail empire that, at its peak, stretched from coast to coast and employed hundreds of thousands of Americans. And in summer of 2019, that empire made its last stand here at Mid-Rivers Mall. Why hello there, and welcome to the story of the Sears at Mid-Rivers Mall. Many of those watching may already know where I'm going with this, but those who are new, let me brief you on this. For the last 8 months that this store was open, I was a proud Sears employee. I worked there from April of 2019 to October 2019. But before we get into that, I'm going to show you the very first time I ever recorded this store. It was October of 2018, right after Sears had filed for bankruptcy, and things weren't looking the greatest. That was the very first time I would capture this store, thinking it was about to go away forever.
Today is the last chance for survival for Sears and Kmart stores. 68,000 jobs are on the line, as is a $4.6 billion proposal by Sears Holdings chairman Eddie Lampert.
$4 p.m. Eastern Time. If they don't get a bidder by then to keep the company open, they may have to liquidate what's left of it.
If there are no official offers submitted by today, the stores will have to be liquidated. Sears employs more than 68,000 people nationwide.
But then, after getting the job, I worked there for a good few months. It was awesome. The people were fantastic. Everything was looking good. Until something happened. In early August of 2019, ironically, my freaking birthday, I was in California, sitting in the hotel room, just minding my own business. And then all of a sudden, I get a Facebook message. Hey man, sorry to hear your Sears store is closing. That's not exactly the kind of message you expect to see, especially on vacation. So frantically, I did some Googling, and there it was. It was fresh off the press. Brand new story. A new list of Sears and Kmart stores ready to go out of business. And on that list, Mid-Rivers Mall. Kinda crappy if you think about it. The general public got the heads up before we did. So after flying back to Missouri, I flocked over to Sears to get one more video of the store as it was, as I wanted to remember it. Full of product, full of life, and, unfortunately, full of new customers that would sour the rest of my work time there. What you're seeing right now is day number 1 of the liquidation sales. I just got off of high school at the time, and my shift was from 4 to 10 p.m. So business was booming, all kinds of new people that could give a rat's ass about us, now trying to get some mediocre deals.
Yes, guys, we do have Emily in the break room.
But while that goes, we're going to get into some history on this building.
They sure appreciate you here.
It was the early 1980s. St. Peters, Missouri was a growing northwestern suburb of St. Louis with increasing demand for the retail spaces. Developers saw an opportunity to bring a large shopping destination to the area, and plans for the Mid-Rivers Mall took shape. The site chosen for the mall had already seen commercial activity, as Famous Bar opened a standalone store there in 1981. This department store, part of the May Department Stores Company, set the stage for the mall's future by drawing shoppers to the location years before the mall itself even existed. That's worth noting. Famous Bar, arguably the most beloved department store name in all of St. Louis, planted a flag in St. Peters, Missouri in 1981, essentially as a placeholder, staking out territory for the mall that was coming. St. Charles County was growing fast, and the developers knew it. New subdivisions were going up, families were pouring across the Missouri River, the money was there, and it was looking for somewhere to spend itself. The Mid-Rivers Mall would open 6 years later in 1987, and has since grown to be St. Charles County's largest shopping center. By 1987, construction was finally complete, and the Mid-Rivers Mall officially opened its doors. At launch, the center featured 2 anchor stores, Dillard's and Famous Bar. But Mid-Rivers Mall had even bigger plans, because 3 years after it opened, the mall made a move that would define it for the next 3 decades. The 1990 expansion of Mid-Rivers Mall included a brand new anchor store, Sears. That single sentence doesn't quite capture what that meant for the mall and for the community. When this Sears came around, it wasn't just adding a third anchor to the center, it was a statement. Sears was the big leagues. Sears was what you put on the end of a mall when you wanted the world to know that your mall was serious, that it wasn't going anywhere, that it was a regional destination and not just a neighborhood strip center. The Sears at Mid-Rivers was a full-line store, which meant it had everything. The appliances, the washers, dryers, refrigerators, dishwashers, tools, and entire craftsman sections, socket sets, wrenches, cordless drills, clothing for men, women, children, electronics, lawn and garden, auto, you name it. It had it all. It was a full-service, full-line department store at the height of the department store era, and for the people of St. Charles County, it became a fixture.
The lights turn off when there's 5 minutes left, so I want to get it on a shot here. Any second now. It's 8:54 right now. Heck to the yeah. It's always so fun watching that. Alright, now it's time to close down the registers.
Now we come to the more modern day. We're talking about the other Sears stores that got left behind while this one stayed true. The Crestwood Plaza Sears had been gone for years. The Northwest Plaza Sears was gone. Jamestown Mall's Sears was gone. In May of 2018, Sears closed 2 more stores, Chesterfield Mall and South County Center. And just like that, that left 1 Sears store still open, right here in St. Peters. It was the last man standing. Now, I don't mean that this is the last Sears or was the last Sears. There still are a handful left across America, but in the St. Louis region, this was the last one. But unfortunately, This store couldn't last forever. As I mentioned, as summer 2019 was winding down, the kids were heading back to school. Mid-Rivers Mall was doing what it always did in August. The back-to-school rush was just starting to pick up, the parking lot was more full than usual, and somewhere inside a Sears employee was probably straightening a rack of Levi's or organizing the socket wrench display. Probably was me. Like I said, I had heard the news from a hotel room in California, not from the company itself. Says a lot. I'll tell you from personal experience when the announcement came. Obviously, I came back from vacation, went back to work, and things didn't seem to change all too much. Of course, you had the extra people that came in and kind of gave us a hard time, and this was when the liquidation hadn't even begun yet. There was a summer blowout sale that was going on, and that was arguably a better sale than the beginning of a store closing sale. But just 10 days later, the ugly red, yellow, and black signs were going out.
All right, well, let's go downstairs. My buddy Carson has a present for us. So I understand you say I can have a sign.
Well, actually, the second section you're going to, but I'm off.
Okay. I literally just got your text.
Confidential.
I found one of those underneath one of the Levi things from 2012.
Are you doing your thing?
Yeah.
Hi again. Famous again. Okay.
Yes. They all liked you the first time, especially up topless.
Yes. Do you know what happened to my mannequin? I do not.
Where did your mannequin go?
John predicted it. Saw me. Connor, what did
You're not getting your sign back.
There is another one up there. Connor,
I'm pretty sure, yeah, last time I looked.
Connor, what did
I
you
will.
do with the... Oh, never mind. I just pushed on the wrong eye.
Dude, heck,
Bango bongo.
dude, heck yeah. I have that meet with an expert thing.
Oh, okay.
Man, this is sturdy.
And I don't know if you want the compressor thing.
This?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was attached to the floor. I'll think about it.
Yeah, it's
I'll
kind of
come-
just a shot.
Yeah, I don't have anywhere to stick it to.
Let's see. Those are mine.
Yeah.
You can take any of this press and stuff you want. Okay. What about-
These are yours too, yeah.
Yeah,
The
what about- let's see.
Yeah, I actually like that.
Okay. Do you want? What do you want it? 'Cause-
Yeah, I'll take that top one.
okay. And what about this one?
I'm good with it. I'm good with it.
Okay. Ultimate collection, hand-picked tools.
I think just that Craftsman one I'm fine with.
Okay. I'll take that one down for you.
Okay.
Confidential.
Look at this, he's the fixture man. E.
And
E.
I don't know if anyone watches knows Lee.
Oh, what happened?
Lee fixed the elevator sign.
Okay.
Notice the Elevate Zero R.
Elevate 0R.
Elevate Zero. And here's another fun thing. Oh, somebody bought our wacky inflatable balloon man.
Oh my god, I wanted that.
Yeah, that's, I sold it to him.
I remember it was sitting in the back for a
And
while.
I say,
God, look at that. The
we could have
workout section's gone.
lightsaber battle.
Oh my god.
Woo. Woo. Woo.
Oh my goodness.
Tile.
He's like giving us the tour here.
Yeah, pretty much. Battery.
I actually need one of those.
I'm just trying to see if there's anything else that you need. Oh, I did find one thing. Oh, this one.
Oh, what happened to those Die Hard seat covers?
I don't know, but
Oh, they were like right draping over there.
how do you think this is?
Holy crap. I don't know.
I would guess original to the store, actually.
Does it say any?
Whoa, that's probably letting out asbestos. Did you hear the asbestos?
Yeah, I heard some compression.
Asbestos.
Did it say a copyright anywhere? I didn't see one.
I do know that this Sears here, that they haven't used those big letters in God knows how long.
Yeah, our store has the newer kind of one with that font.
One last dumb question. So if I do this and I need more, are them ones on the floor available?
You can take any ones you want.
How many do you think there are?
Okay, bye. It's been lovely having you. What time are you here tomorrow? Did you get your big Sears sign?
Which one?
The one that you were bargaining with him?
Yeah, it's upstairs.
I'll let you know if I find anything.
All right, I'm gonna continue my my sadness. Don't you dare take it, Connor. I'll be very disappointed.
But even with the changing tides, we still had some fun for us employees. The sales went on, the store continued to empty, but throughout it all, we kept having a smile on our face. But that would change on October 27th, 2019. That was the last day of the last full-line Sears department store in the St. Louis metropolitan area.
Friend upstairs that collects all this stuff. Do you guys need that battery on top? Can you ever go, take it off? We were going to throw it in the trash.
Well, there we go. I got a die-hard battery for nothing.
Do you want... Here. You just want the battery, right?
Yeah, that's probably, if that's easier.
Yeah, that's definitely easier.
Yeah, whatever's easiest, bud.
Because you can...
Hi, attention Sears shoppers. The time is now 9 o'clock and our store is now closed. We thank you for shopping with us today. Please take any items you may have to the nearest register for a fast and friendly checkout. For all of us here at Sears, I'm Carson Thorpe. You stay classy, St. Peter's.
When that day came, we were there open to close, and when we were closing was up for debate. Whenever the last thing sold, we were done. I showed up there at 9 in the morning and got my final shots. I went all across the store getting whatever I could on film, because for all I knew, this was going to be the last time I ever set foot in this store. But even though it was the last day, we still tried to have a little bit of fun.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Jake. You did. Oh my gosh, it's actually happening. Oh my god. Holy. It almost feels like the floor is gonna come.
Oh, you can see the highway. I want to walk over there, but I don't want to die.
Let's go. Why is this so weird? It's so bright out here.
I-70 drivers.
been a moment that matters.
Dude, that's amazing.
Tracy, how much? Tracy, how much would I hate you right now if I just went tap on the back?
All right, there's water there, people. Is that where Ty guys now?
What? It's true! Wait, hold on. Curtis, what? Don't get close to the edge. Seriously, you'll get vertigo.
Hi, Interstate 70 drivers.
But with all the fun, it obviously could not last forever. The day flew by, and by 2:40 in the afternoon, it was time. It was time to make the final announcement.
Shoppers and associates, this is our final closing announcement. We are closed for the day, for the evening, and for the remainder of your life. Thank you for your support throughout the years. Your courage, I know it's sad, but life goes on with our Sears. And this is a new chapter of your life. So while it's a sad time, just be happy that there's something else in store for you, something better. And we all will see each other on the night. And stay in touch on Facebook. So again, thank you guys. It's been like a family. And God bless each and every one of you.
Okay, now it's that.
Let's all remember that we're living in the past and that Sears closed back in 1895 with the closing of the last catalog. So the time where you couldn't buy a house with Sears is the time that Sears actually ended. So I guess that's my last laugh.
Wow.
All right, oh, here it comes down. Going all the way down the escalator. Got tears in your eyes. Good call, everybody crying. All right. That's it for me. Kyle, you got anything? True, like closing time.
Do it.
My first dress and my first doll, my first trip down to the mall, the first step in high heels, my first shiny red set of wheels. You were the first place a child tried, 'cause just like me, you had a playful side. The first meal I ever made, and every time I drew the shades from the first seed that I sowed, we turned a house into a home. You were the first place a young wife tried, 'cause just like me, you had a warmer side. As I grow up, you grow too. As I look now, you look new. I'm coming on the sweet ride, all the way to your soft side. You'll be the first place I'll always try, 'cause just like me, you have so many sides. Come see the many sides of Sears.
Well, that's it. We're closed. We're shutting the gate as we speak. It's all over. 30 years.
After closing the gates for the last time, we just cleaned up everything that we could, gutting the store in its entirety, letting those who bought fixtures pick them up, finally emptying the store, where absolutely nothing but the carpet, the drywall, and the ceiling tiles were left. And when we were done, I closed the door for the last time.
You can make a house a home, make a place that's all our own, help make it right, keep us safe every night. You'll be the first place I'll always try, 'cause just like me, you have a warmer side. Come see the many sides of Sears.